Hello again, my lovely creatives. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to day 3 of May I Scraplift You. And I am going to scraplift Nikki again. She sent me a second layout, and I had reached out to all of my Facebook group subbies and some of my scrappy friends, and asked them if I could scraplift them for May I Scraplift You, because I wanted permission first. So everybody that I am scraplifting this month has given me permission, and actually I asked them as well as a twist, because you guys know I like the twist. I asked them to send me a layout that they would like to see me scraplift. So Nikki was so kind to send me 2 to help me get through the month. I have a plethora, so obviously if you guys still want me to scraplift you, I'll have my Facebook group down below. Just head on over. It's pinned in the features post and just add it in. Even if I have more than 30, I'm just going to keep scrap lifting people throughout the year. So we're just going to keep it going because it's been a lot of fun. So this one right here, it reminds me, and I don't know if this was her intent, but it's like Harry Potter and Gryffindor is what this reminds me of, and I love this layout. She's got a border strip up here with a couple other border strips, a little witch, and like a little night scene going on. She has definitely the title, a big like paper cluster down here, and some clusters, and she has this fabulous clock paper. Now I don't know if that's a paper or she did stenciling, but if you've seen a recent haul, you guys know that I got this fabulous 12 by 12 stencil from a Cherry on Top, and it is from the Crafters Workshop. So I will have my Cherry on Top affiliate link down below if you'd like to pick this up. And it's called Time Travel, and it has all these beautiful clocks, and I thought, oh, stenciling, right? So I'm going to try to recreate this portion of Nikki's layout using stencils. There's also like some book prints, so I'm going to grab out my dictionary background stamp, and we're going to do some stamping to get that done. And Nikki's got the one landscape portrait right here. I am going to have 3 portrait photos, and I'm going to trim them down quite a lot. Evie was trying to ask me what was so funny. This is my niece, Evie, and she was trying to ask me what was so funny, and I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard at my husband being silly, and I was trying to talk to her, and she just kept saying, Aunt Becky, and I was like, I can't breathe, Evie, I can't breathe. Your uncle is so silly. And this is my husband's brother's daughter, so she is adorable, and she talks almost as much as me, if not more. So we just like, it's great time fun with kids, right? And our nephew is trying to hit us with a foam hockey puck, or hockey stick. So this is what I'm going to do. There's a little background on my photos there, so we're going to trim those down. I am using my now May How to Kill a Kit with Style, which is the Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold, because I do still have quite a few, but not a lot, you guys. Like, basically we have a couple more of Robbie being silly, and then some nice photos, and then all the girls. So my husband's side of the family, all the girls. So this is, which is funny because I know you guys have heard me talk about Aunt Lori before. This is, Sam has called her Aunt Lori since the day he was born, which happens to be my husband's mother's baby sister. So it's very weird. And then there's obviously Whitney, and there's little Evie, and this is Debbie, which is a cousin. This is my sister-in-law, which is Evie's mom, and then my mother-in-law, and obviously moi. So there's a whole bunch of girl pictures that we are going to round out the album now, because you guys, this made it into a whole album, right? Crazy. Anyway, that was like a lot. So I'm going to pick some stuff out to create this, and I got to get the mixed media and try to figure out what colors I want to go with. But once I get all of that decided, I'll come back and work on the layout with you guys. So, also Nikki's, I believe, hold on, I believe she gave me information. Yeah, she has a YouTube channel, so I'm going to leave that down below, and I want you guys to go and check that out. And watch her create this layout and subscribe, right? So fun, so fun, so fun. All right, so give me a minute to get my thoughts in order, and I will be right back. All right, so I went through all of my scraps, and I've pulled out like this teal color of the scraps. So I'm going to create this upper portion up here with these 4 scraps. The only thing I had to do was cut this one down to a 3-inch strip and then cut a 1/2 inch off because Nikki's got kind of a white border. Not kind of, she does. So I'm going to kind of do, not kind of, I'm going to, whoa, and fill that portion in. So I'm going to have one more, but you know, that's the whole point of scrap lifting, you guys. It's an inspiration. This is an inspiration jumping off point and to add and take your own items in and out. And then I pulled these 2 pieces out of the 6x8 paper pad. I have trimmed all of my 3 photos down, and I'm going to mat them on these. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then I'm going to take my Distress Oxide Black Soot and my blender brush. And we are going to stencil, and then I think, whoa, we'll stencil and stamp. So I think I'm going to stamp first, and I'm probably going to use my Close to My Heart black ink. It is actually my favorite black stamping ink, just in case you guys wanted to know. And we are going to label these up in the light. We're going to have to paper piece this one together, which is totally fine. So we're just going to come in and trim them off. Very thin border. Definitely making an impact on this collection, and it will either all be used up by the time I get the rest of these photos scrapped, or it's going to go in my Stash Smash Saturday collection pile of almost used or partially used collections to be used up, right? That I do every Saturday with the lovely Jackie. You guys know her as JQ Crafty. She's forever cracking me up. Whenever I get a message from Jackie, I know it's going to be awesome. Oh. You just know when you meet people, or when, like, even online, like me personally, like, when I meet people, I'm like, I love them. And she's just one of those gals that you're like, yep, I love them. I'm kind of trying to at least somewhat match that one up at least. So that when I come in and trim this down, it's not so noticeable, right? Alright, these are just that. They are scraps, so they are going away. And then let's just get that adhered a little bit more. So this guy, I want to make sure that he gets a full border this time around. And then we'll split one of the other ones. So yeah, just using things up. I am not trying to conserve or save, right? Because you guys seen the haul videos lately. Did you see my organizational video of how I organize my collections? Well, let me just tell you, that's like, I'm out of room now. I'm out of room, and I just ordered some more stuff to beef up that Hearth and Home, which I should have just bought it when Sarah had it on her channel, because let's be honest, I knew I was going to want it, but I didn't, and now I'm trying to piece it together. So I got some from A Cherry on Top, and then I got the rest from scrapbook.com. So if you guys want to pick any of that up, I'll have my affiliate links down below. And the Simple Stories, any of their vintage collections, I am in love with. And I'm not usually like a vintage scrapper. but I just love the mood and feel of all of their collections. So I have so many things to stick into my vacation album and all the fun stuff. So like I have different things that are just going to be like, for the Elton John, I'm going to create with like a kit, with a collection, you know what I mean? Like the Alabama concert with my mom. Everything's going to get like its own little series in my albums. Anyway. Alright, so we have got those done. Let's go ahead. And this is just the back side of one of the Amy Tan papers that I'm not all that fond of, right? So we're going to get this stuck down as well. Just giving a nice little border. And then we can get this guy. And all I'm doing is putting an adhesive on the top. Just so I can tuck things underneath it, because all these layers are going to tuck underneath. Let's see, is this one straight? Oh! So then I thought we would kind of, yep, offset those little guys. So like stick this one somewhat in there, just for a little bit of interest up here at the top. Just using my T-square ruler, so we are straight-ish. And then we'll come in and make sure to just kind of get the rest of that stuck down. Boop! Alright. So I think I'm going to stencil and, or stamp then stencil, stencil then stamp. I don't remember what I said. Let's see. So I definitely think we're just going to put, because I'm not going to use it like as a whole, I'm going to move it around to how I like it. So I want to get that one in there. So I think we're going to put this guy right here, right? Put him right here so he's kind of no, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stencil and then I'm going to stamp. So let me go ahead and get this all figured out and I'll be back with an update. Alright, everything is dry. I did go in and splatter with some black inks as well. Just my style, right? So now we've got to get these three guys on here. And I'm not going to add any extra paper. I'm just going to kind of get them in order. Oh! There's like little crusties. Oh no! I don't know what that's from. Alright. Sorry. So, you can even cover me up in that one just because I think it's funny. Just trying to figure out how I want these to I think we're going to go like that. So we're going to put adhesive on this guy and see if we can just kind of pick them up a little bit. Get them stuck. Now, because of the way I did it, I'm not, obviously, because I have so many photos, I'm not going to put a cluster on this side. We're just going to kind of do it right over here and down here, maybe. Okay, that one's pretty well stuck. Okay, so we've got our clusters going. Now let's see about a title. I've got something stuck to me. But there. We've got all of these little fun things in here. Let's see. Not digging that one, so that's away. I'm going to use this. And then maybe that later. I don't think those are going to go. Let's see. Oh man, if we would have had an R in that teal color, that would have worked splendidly. But we don't. We've used it somewhere else. Let's see. There really are no other prom other than the blue. But there's no B in the blue. I'm looking for, I was going to do Robbie Rocks, but so we'll just come in with Rob Rocks. Because he does. Don't tell him I said it. Alright, so we want, we're going to need some glue. I'm going to put my title up there right where Nikki did. Just a few dots of the glue. Alright, I am loving scraplifting, you guys. This is, you guys are so creative. And I love that everyone was so nice and was just like, hey, you can do this one. And I will have all of her links down below. So you guys can check out and see how she made this fabulous layout. Put a little bit of adhesive right there. And that is our title, Rob Rocks. So we've got that on there. And I'm going to use this big old Love Yourself. These things are really stuck to the paper. That they're not supposed to be stuck to, right? They're stuck to the release paper. So we're going to go ahead and stick that right there. I only got 2 little photos left. Then we've got the cardstock stickers. I love the little high five. Okay. So let's just pull out some of these things and see about getting them on the layout, right? Make two little tiny clusters. I'm just really going to go with that teal color and black and white. So I'm going to pull in that one. My puppy dog is coming. A little nope. Alright, so I'm going to finish gathering stuff and I will be right back. Alright, so I've picked some elements. I've got one of those little clear stickers. We are just going to cut it in half. And we are going to tuck one right under there. And then we are going to come and tuck one right up here just for a little added extra something. Take this cute little frame. This is a fun little hexagon. And I didn't push this one down fully, so whoa. Gonna get that stuck over there, and then we'll stick this frame portion just to keep both of my little areas, you know, a little cohesive. Push that down now. And then we're going to put the You Got This. Let's keep them together. Let's keep our clusters. We're just going to do the two and then that little guy up there. Oh well, probably shouldn't have pushed that down all the way, but everything pills up. As long as I don't rip it. Haha. Put that little banner there. I'll take this little banner. Just go ahead and tuck it right over here. You can see through it because that's a clear sticker. Love Your Life. This is Love Yourself. This is Love Your Life. So you know what we're going to do. We're going to come in. We're going to take the little square and make it into 3 little word bits. Just kind of get them right like this, just to extend that little cluster down. That's not straight at all. Okay, and we have our little nope. So our title is actually going to be Rob Rocks. Nope. He may or may not find that funny. Let's stick our little high five guy right over here. I want to use this little blah 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 blah. Could just, what do you guys think? Just pop it right here. And I've got this one little blue star that I'm going to add right over here just to bring some of that blue in. And all of these will introduce a different color, and I'm not wanting to do that, so we're not going to do that. We are going, let's see, pull out our package of sequins and see what we have in here that we might be able to, oh, there you go. We'll finish that little area off and maybe pull in some of those because it's kind of all that same tealy color. I broke my glassine bag, but that's okay. I keep using them up and adding more in there. So these little guys are just, they're little brad covers. Well, and they were from Stampin' Up! Years ago. Don't even know if they still do them. Well, that's gone. We'll never see that again. I'll find it at like the most awkward time. And I'll be like, hey, that's where that went. So now we're just going to pop these guys in and around all of these little areas just to give it just a little bit something something. But yeah, these were like those little brad covers. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't, just act like you do. Oh, I thought I seen it, but I need to give my floor a good scrubbing. So that's done, but it wasn't part of my How to Kill a Kit, so we're just going to pop that over there. And then I'm going to come in and use up these little bitty pearly guys. It's very teeny, very tiny, but kind of fun to just add. It'll add just a little bit more dimension and texture. If you guys watch Laura Alberts, this is what she calls her scattering bits. I love watching people and like the little terms and stuff everyone uses. I'm always like, oh, that's so cool. Like your own little word. And we'll get this one right up here. I don't know, we might, let's see, we can probably come in and do like a few of these guys. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm going to break things. So I'm just going to, I mean, I'm not really trying to use them all up, but if I did, that would be great too. Because I have so many that are in packages that I haven't used because I'm trying to get all of these used up, you know? Like all of these little ones that I stored like this, which seemed like a good idea at the time. Mercy Tara had did it, and I was like, that's ingenious. It doesn't work for me. It's not my ideal storage. It's not, I'm like kind of OCD when it comes to certain things. And I can actually just use these all up, you know? I'm just going to take this, and there you go. We can get this whole thing used up. And then that's another something gone. Well, from the stash. So we're going to make this sneak up into that as well. And then we have a whole bunch, another one used. And that's going to do it for today's lift, you guys. May I scrap lift you? What day is this? Day 3. Nikki, that was a fabulous layout. Nikki's original, and I will have her stuff linked down below so you can check out and see how she did Park Under the Lights. And my interpretation with Rob Rocks. Nope. What are we focusing on? Focus on something. There you go. I love this. I love this messy going on down here and then the linear lines up there. I think that's a really fun layout. So thank you so much for letting me scrap lift you. I had so much fun doing so. Check everyone else out down below. If you want to pick any of this stuff up, I will have my affiliate links as well down there. And remember to always be kind, and I'll check you guys later with another video. Bye.